xStocks, tokenized stocks on the blockchain, they're backed one-to-one by the recording security. There's over 75 of these that you can currently trade on decentralized exchange and centralized exchanges, including the biggest names like Apple, Nvidia, Netflix, Robinhood, Amazon, and many more. Kraken actually acquired their parent company back in December of last year. They've got over $1/3 trillion under management and over 100,000 holders across 4 different networks. And today I'm going to talk about this thing because they just recently launched xPoints, which means we could be gearing up for a crazy airdrop. They have not officially announced an airdrop, but they do say that the xPoints are a rewards program designed to thank the community for their engagement and support. And if this little parachute with a token looking exactly like a token they would launch with their own branding isn't enough to signify airdrop, I don't know what to tell you. Today, I'm going to run you through the 5 different ways, even though they only show 3 down here, of earning these xPoints that could get you a 5-digit airdrop. Zooming in a bit, they say that there are currently 3 ways of doing so. The first one is going to be holding xStocks. That means you go to Jupiter or you go to Uniswap, either on Solana or Ethereum for the time being. You buy any of the xStocks and you hold them in a non-custodial wallet such as MetaMask, Phantom, or Solflare. They call this the base tier, meaning this one earns the least points possible. Still earning points though. The second one, the higher tier, is lending xStocks. So you buy the stocks and you supply them as collateral on lending platforms such as Camino. And the third way, the one that's going to get you the most points, is the highest tier, is providing liquidity to decentralized finance pools that accept these tokens. So let's get straight into it. The first thing you're going to want to do is click the link down below in the description. Not only is it a referral link and it helps out the channel, but as you can see right here, you will also get a 20% points boost from using said link. Let's go on. Okay, I switched wallets because I was getting a bug, but essentially, as I said, if you use the link below, you get a 20% points boost. I'm going to go ahead and connect a wallet and click on participate. That pops the wallet up. Click on approve and bam, we're in. First things first, you can see 0 point earned since April 2026. This is a fresh account. This is a fresh wallet. 1x boost, 0 referrals, and 0 points today. This thing is very important. The x boost, you earn more points by staying active, from a 1x all the way up to a 2x on your points. The freest point you can get is simply by clicking on say GM, pulls up your wallet, sign it, doesn't cost any gas fee or whatever, bam, you get 1 point. Another thing you can do is a social quest. I already did this on another account, so I'm not going to be able to do it on this one, but essentially you join their Telegram and then you verify it, and that will get you some points as well. Scrolling down some more, you can then see your points distribution, which is going to be for holding the xStocks, lending the xStocks, stocks liquidity providing, and user referrals. You've got your referral link right here, and you can actually change the code if that's something you want to do. I'm going to change mine right now, and this is the one that we'll have down below. Right before I walk you through exactly how to do all these steps to maximize your points, we have to scroll down and check this out, because they do say that individuals located in the United States are not allowed to participate. But if you've been in crypto for a little bit, I don't know if you're into these, but they're called VPNs. Anyways, I've got my wallet loaded up with around half a Solana, and what we're gonna do is go for the base tier. I'm gonna click on get stocks. We're gonna go to Jupiter, and I am simply going to connect my wallet first of all. Solflare, continue with Solflare, and here I'm simply gonna pick a random stock such as Google. So you can come here and go to stocks. One thing to keep in mind is if you choose the ones with the Ondo symbol, those will not get you the xStock points. So you've got to choose ones with this little X next to them. I'm simply gonna go ahead and choose the Nvidia stock. I'm going to put 0.04 Solana into that. That's getting me a fractional tokenized share, which all this is crazy, but goddamn, I love it. I'm going to click on approve. That stock pop up right here in just a couple seconds. Well, we know the transaction went through. It's not showing up right now. Now, these points don't update super mega fast, so that'll take maybe 24 hours for me to see my first couple points come up for holding. But then another thing you can do to earn higher points is lending. Now you can do so with Camino, Morpho, or Jupiter Lend. I'm going to go with Jupiter Lend just because it's something that I do enjoy. Okay, I figured out why the stock wasn't showing in the wallet earlier. It's because on Solflare, you actually have to navigate to stocks right here, and then it shows up. Anyways, we're now on Jupiter Lend, and by scrolling down a little bit, you can see the NVIDIA lending page. So what I'm going to do is supply NVIDIA X right here. The supply APY is pretty much 0, but you are getting the xPoints. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to supply the maximum, actually, I was going to say, but we're going to do half because we do have the liquidity step to do after this. And I'm going to click on deposit, click this, click continue, sign the transaction in the wallet. Confirming transaction succeeded. Deposit successful. We are now actually earning points through lending stocks. Coming back to the xStocks page, the highest way of earning these points is by providing liquidity. That's going to be on either Orca, Radium, or BuyReal. Now, if you don't know what you're doing with liquidity providing, do not do it, because otherwise you might hit impermanent loss and lose some dollar value. But I'm going to go ahead and click on Radium right here. Scroll all the way down, agree to terms, enter Radium, connect wallet, auto approve, right here, connect. Then I'm going to navigate to liquidity, real world assets, and I can find NVIDIA USDC right here. Then I'm going to click on deposit. I should probably get a little bit of USDC in, right? So let me get a tiny bit of USDC, approve. Come back to here. This is going to be a concentrated liquidity position. I'm actually going to lower the tolerance. But anyways, once you're here, I don't want to provide that much USDC. So I'm simply going to scroll down tiny bit more. Bam, that's perfect. And I'm going to click on create position, confirm deposit. And bam, I've got my NFT of my liquidity position. Coming back to here, I still don't think the points will have updated. No, they haven't. This could take 24 hours, but essentially that's how you do the 3 major steps. If you don't even want to put any money, any crypto into this, you can totally just do the say GM every day to get 1 extra point. And as I mentioned before, by using someone's referral link, you get a 20% boost, and you also receive 20% of the points that they get daily. It's not taking it from them, it's simply giving you extra points. So it's a win-win, and that are 2 other ways to generate points. I strongly believe that this airdrop is one of the easiest to farm that we've seen this year, and can be one of the biggest, like the first couple airdrops of Aster that we saw last year. What I mean by that is that if you're providing liquidity, you're lending and holding these stocks in a decentralized wallet, maybe you refer a couple friends, I think it shouldn't be that hard to get anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000. Now, if you feel like I provided you with any value, please consider subscribing to the channel. Questions down below in the comments. Drop a like. It was your boy Smolcom. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch y'all in another one. Peace.